Alright, everybody. Buy the merch. What are you doing? How old are you? You still not bought the merch? Oh my god. Dust Club doesn't have an item. So... Here's the... Oh, because that's right, because I just put on Girder. Where's Girder? Where are you, Girder? So here's the deal. I was just living my life like I like to do. You know? It's kind of far away. I think it's over here. I was just chilling. You know, wasn't really thinking too much about anything. You know, the usual stuff. And I got a DM out of nowhere. So DM I was not expecting. From Twitter user at Zuki, Z-U-K-I-13K. Zuki13K. And they said, "Ayo, Wolfie, I have a strange team idea for VGC that I think you can improve on and make somewhat viable. LMAO. Basically, a Scavalier with Fellstinger, +3 attack if it kills, plus a Pokemon with Trick Room and Endeavor." I was testing with Solosis. Same base speed as a Scavalier, has TR and Endeavor. And then more information, but basically I was like, wait a second, that's kind of heat. Zuki sent me this, Zuki sent me this, this idea, and I was like, okay, yeah, let's roll with it. So I built a team around it. I was testing a little. It was feeling kind of nice. I was feeling kind of nice. Not gonna lie. Alright. My win-loss record is looking crisp. Only the best from the world champ, am I right? And let's just go ahead and see what happens. So, my opponent has Arcanine, Whimsicott, Goop Droop, Darmanitan, Conkeldurr, and Togekiss. So, I think I'm just gonna hit him with the old Indeedee Solosis lead. I think I'll either do Indeedee Solosis or Incineroar and Trick Room Setter. Scavalier. Excuse me, I said dinner now. I'm seeing the after effects. Do I want Incineroar here? Not really, right? I'm wondering Savali. Savali? How do you say it? Savali? I say Savali. And that's like not me memeing, but like I actually say Savali. The only problem with Indeedee is sometimes they don't activate your... They refuse to... I hope they don't need Arcanine and Whimsicott. Sometimes they refuse to activate your weakness policy, which is a problem. Or they refuse to activate the Sash, which is a problem, but... Can't win them all. This is... I want to shout out my subs. Steve, Zang, 3Geek, 14, Shadow, and Nox for helping me get them on. So thank you guys very much. Yeah. This... you might notice some weird items on the team. Choice Bands of all... You know what? I should have gone for Boom. In hindsight, I wish I got... I got spooked by Beat Up, but I should have gone for Boom. That's right. That's right. So, in this matchup, I think I probably didn't bring enough for Arcanine. Let's see. That's a cool outfit. I can dig it. Togekiss or Manitan. That's fine. That's fine. These Pokemon are very Scavalier weak. So I lead Solosis and Indeedee. I'm going to follow me here. Take the Darmanitan attack. And I think we're about to see a very interesting interaction, chat. Chat. I called my viewers chat. I need help! So Solosis has very low base HP. And it has a Focus Sash, so you're not really worried about surviving. This is 0 HP IV, 0 investment. This Solosis is max special attack investment, and none more, like the rest of the EVs just aren't used at all. So here's the interesting interaction you might learn about if you're new to Pokemon, depending on what Darmanitan goes for here. Let's see if they go for a U-turn or something else, something more sinister. If they go for U-turn, so here's the interesting thing about this interaction, everybody. I didn't think I was gonna OHKO! Never mind. Forget about my thing. Forget I said anything. Oh no! That's so sad. Can someone please play Despacito? Well, I also have 0 defense and 0 special defense Ivy. Conkeldurr comes in. It's a little weird to switch Conkeldurr into Solosis, the huge threat. Okay, please crit, please crit, please crit, please crit. That's good enough for me. 1 HP Solosis, we got it up. Alright, now we are in good shape. We get Trick Room up. I wish I didn't bring Savali in the back. I didn't expect to lose Indeedee turn 1. If I had Incineroar or even Dusclops would be better. So we're basically going to be betting it all on Escavalier. But here's the fun part about this. I can KO either of these Pokemon if I want to. I'm going to Fellstinger here. Oopsie. Fellstinger. The question is, who do I want to get rid of? I think I'm just going to Endeavor Fellstinger the Togekiss. Solosis and Escavalier are both base 20 speed, which is the same speed as Torkoal. Imagine they Dynamax Togekiss here. Oh wait, no, that wouldn't work, because Endeavor doesn't work if they Dynamax. Oh, I hope they don't Dynamax Togekiss. Conkeldurr? 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 Conkedonk? Please? Not Togekiss, not Togekiss. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Oh no. Ah, very bad. I didn't consider that. I didn't consider that. Oh no. I forgot. So the way that Endeavor works in Dynamax Pokemon is they max guarded. If I had KO'd Conkeldurr here, I would have been in such good shape. That's unfortunate. That was the wrong play by me. I could have just straight up taken out Conk, but max guard makes sense. They go for Fire Punch. That's extremely unfortunate. Escavalier hangs on, but this game is almost certainly over. I guess we'll just go for, we're going to still try and win. We're going to Endeavor and Fellstinger, this time into Conkeldurr. If for some reason they make the wrong move here, there's a chance we can still win this. Because we are, like, if they KO Solosis here, for example, and then go into Darmanitan, we will still have, we will have +3 Escavalier. So, there's also no guarantee they know how Endeavor works on Dynamax Pokemon, because it is a bit of a weird mechanic. Basically, Endeavor's treated as a move that does damage, rather than or if Endeavor does do damage, it's a little hard to explain. Okay, so we get the Fellstinger not bug, but the Fellstinger strategy off. Bob, give me your attack. I get +3 attack from this, which is quite the sizable boost. Let's see who they KO here. Starfall. Okay, they overwrite the Psychic Terrain, and they KO... Hang on a second. Wait a second. Hold on a second. If they go into Darmanitan here, I think there's a chance if they go Darm. I think there's a chance if they go Darm here. Because I can Oko this Togekiss, or I can just make a read. Let's see if they go Arcanine, though. Goop Droop. Wait a second. There's a way that we win this. Then that way is... How many turns of Trick are left? If I had Protect, I would just Protect Boom and try and win. I think I'm going to Dynamax here and go for Steel Spike into the Togekiss. Or should I just KO the... Like, I can KO any Pokemon I want right now. I'm going to Steel Spike the Togekiss and Double Edge the Goodra. I'm banned Adamant. I'm banned Adamant Escavalier. I could have made a read and expected them to protect Togekiss. I didn't do that. Yeah. Maybe this is the wrong move, because the attack into Togekiss is so obvious. I just figured they wouldn't protect again. But we'll see. I go all the way back up to 10 HP. We're really making the most use out of Dynamax here. Let's see if they go for Max Guard. They don't. Okay, so I should just one-shot the Togekiss. I don't think banned Double Edge KOs Goodra, unfortunately, but I wouldn't. Yeah, I've seen crazier things. I get a defense boost on Savali. Probably doesn't matter, but who knows? With one-shot Dynamax Togekiss, which is very nice. And they T-Bolt. All right, so they're slower than me, which is good. The way that I win this is because they're slower than me. I think actually I can win this. It depends a lot on Double Edge recoil. I don't have much HP on my Savali. All right, let's see how much Double Edge does here. There's no way it Okos. We got the crit. All right. Let's go. Let's go. And now we should have one turn left of Trick Room. I've set this up. I've spaced this perfectly. I'm not sure how much the crit mattered depending on recoil. Like, because basically unless it's banned Darmanitan. Hold up. Assuming, of course, that my Savali is slower than Darmanitan, Double Edge should just one-shot it. Double Edge definitely one-shots. Yeah, so my plan was this one-shots, then on the Sash, yeah, and then, like, it just depends on if the Goodra Thunderbolt would have done 55 damage to Savali, which it definitely could have, so maybe the crit mattered, but I was a rough first game, I'll be honest. I think I could do better. It's my first game on cart with the team. I think I just kind of got panicked by the Togekiss, because the early game went fine. I got my 1 HP Solosis. So, yeah, let's try again. Let's just see. I think that was a little shaky. There's a couple things about this team I would like to show off. So, we are back in the top 10,000 in the world. And, yeah. We're playing against Dan, who does not have Hippowdon despite the name. This looks kind of scary, doesn't it? However, I have something that they don't know about, Here's the thing, guys. You didn't buy enough Band Incineroar merch, so... What do you want me to say? Now Incineroar's on the field. Should I try and cheese him? No, I'll cheese it next time. I'm going to bring a Scavalier here. It's pretty good. And then I'll bring Savali in the back. Choice Band Savali is actually pretty strong. So, as I mentioned, the Band Incineroar merch, I figured... Not enough people bought it, so I figured I could... You know, people probably didn't want a Band Incineroar. This Incineroar is more interesting than your traditional Incineroar, though, and it actually has an extremely positive matchup against my opponent's team. Reason being, this Incineroar is not like other Incineroar. This Incineroar has weakness policy with, Bulldoze Dusclops. So, not exactly what most people are probably used to seeing on Incineroar. I do have some stupid moves on it. Not everything about this Incineroar is smart, but, you know, I can only do so much. You know? I have Parting Shot for some reason. Normally, if you're going to run Dynamax Incineroar, you run, like, 3 or 4 coverage moves. Like, maybe Bug, or Steel... I think it gets Steel move, or Fighting, or something else. I don't know. But I've chosen to run not that. Instead, I have Parting Shot and Fake Out. Fake Out's okay on most teams, because you could actually, like, max Strike in some instances to get speed control. On this team, you really don't care that much about speed control. Let's say they lead off with Jellicent. I'd be curious. Because I will just max Darkness the heck out of that. I'm planning on Dynamaxing Incineroar this game. I like this trainer card. It's like the awkward thumbs up. Let's go. Alright. Battle number 2. Starting off strong with Grimmsnarl Jellicent. Alrighty. So, I fear not this Pokemon. I'm gonna be honest, I just want to smack this thing. I just want to smack Jellicent with Max Darkness. And I think that's what I'm gonna do. Like, if they can trade, we can trade Trick Rooms here, but... Let's see. Babbery Berry and Cassie Berry. Okay, so it's not Colbur, which means I can, like I said, just smack it. So I'm just going to Trick Room and Max Darkness here. I think Jellicent does one of 2 things. Either it, like, Water Spouts, or it Trick Rooms to predict my Trick Room. It doesn't Dynamax, which makes sense. I think people don't normally Dynamax Jellicent. If it Water Spouts, it activates my weakness policy, but Trick Rooms, like, doesn't matter, right? We trade Trick Rooms and I got a ton of damage off on Jellicent. I could have Ally Switch there if I was predicting Trick Room, but I figured it probably wasn't worth it. So we have Big Incineroar. Ban Incineroar. Buy the merch. Reflect comes out. That's what I expected. Oh, it's Babbery. So it's only 5 turns Reflect, which isn't that big a deal. Let's see what they go for here. Ah, Water Spout! No! It's a super effective attack on my Incineroar, and that's really bad for me because Incineroar is a fire type and weak to... Wait, what's this? Wait, excuse me. Excuse me. What? Max Darkness. Bop. Oh, that's weird. Jellicent, I thought Jellicent was on the... Excuse me, I didn't see what happened to Jellicent. It seems to be gone. Gone. Now, the only problem is they do have Conkeldurr, which is, like, a bit of a problem. Especially in Reflect, not gonna front. But that's okay, you can't win them all and you can't win any of them. And I have Ally Switch, so I'm not really that worried. Maybe I should be worried, but I'm not. They go into Conkeldurr, this is to be expected. Now we get to play the Ally Switch mind games. I think I'm just gonna... They're going to Dynamax here. I'm going to Ally Switch, and I'm just going to smack the heck out of something. Smack the heck out of Grimmsnarl. I don't really want this thing sticking around and being annoying. Setting the Sun up is good because it also boosts... Oh, they actually don't Dynamax. Ah, they Protect. Alright. I wish I bulldozed myself here. That would have been cool. I get the Ally Switch off. This is good because Prankster moves won't work on Incineroar, so if they tried to, like, Thunder Wave my Dusclops, which would have been annoying. They Thunder Wave into Incineroar. Well, Dusclops originally, now Incineroar. And I got Max Flare off. So I do only have 1 turn left through Dynamax. This should KO Grimmsnarl. Actually, it doesn't KO Grimmsnarl through Reflect, interestingly enough. This is probably Flame Orb Conkeldurr. Yeah, I don't know if I take a Fire Boosted, or a Guts Boosted attack. Probably not. So now I have to choose, do I Max Flare into Conkeldurr? What else do they have on this team? Togekiss, Goodra, or Durant. Okay. So I'm going to Max Flare into Conkeldurr for sure. And then the only question is, do I Ally Switch or do I Nightshade? I'm going to Nightshade. Maybe Ally Switch is better, but I think, like, given that it's a 50-50 anyway, yeah, the Dynamax Conkeldurr, that makes sense. It's a 50-50 anyway. I think realistically, they're not gonna, like, they're just, I feel like if I were them, I would just attack into Savali. Yeah, I think my play was a little too obvious in hindsight. I could have max guarded, but it doesn't really get me that much. And I could have switched, but again, it doesn't get me that much. I need to get rid of this Reflect. Okay, they just attacked, so I do get rid of Grimmsnarl and make this a 1 versus 2, which is not the worst thing. Or 2 versus 3, excuse me. If Incineroar goes down. And I'm actually slower than Conkeldurr. This is somewhat speedy Conkeldurr, so even though Reflect is up, Conkeldurr still takes so much damage there. And they go for Rockfall, okay. Overrating my son. Into Dusclops. Not a bad move, but not the right move either. Because we are still boosted Incineroar in Trick Room, so I still have +2 Flare Blitz that I can launch. And Dusclops is still around. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing about ally switches. It's really annoying to deal with. Conkeldurr's taking chip damage. Yeah, this... I also have Choice Band Savali in the back, who beats a lot of the Pokemon that they could have in the back in a 1 versus 1. Let's see if they go Durant. It's actually Goop Droop. Okay. So, versus Goop Droop, what do I do? So all I have to do is get Explosion Savali and I win. How much is a Reflector left? 2 turns left to Reflect. Alright, and 2 turns left to Dynamax as well. I'm just going to Flare Blitz into Conkeldurr and Nightshade into Goodra. The reason being that... Okay, Conkeldurr could protect itself, sure. But then with... yeah, okay. Then I get to go with Scavalier if I lose Incineroar. You hear Conkeldurr had like a little After Effects like noise. Flare Blitz comes out. I wonder who with the... Muddy Water would probably be the worst case scenario here. They go for Draco Meteor, that's fine. They actually miss Incineroar, which is extremely unfortunate for them. It didn't matter too much. I would have, like, minus... There's, like, at this point, it's almost impossible for them to win, given that I have a Scavalier and Savali in the back. Because they have 1 turn left to Dynamax and Conkeldurr. I get to go Scavalier, Savali. They can't KO both if they max guard again, which means I can go Scavalier and then... Yeah, just win from there. So I could double into Goodra and KO it. But since they're in range of Explosion anyway, I think I may as well just do this. Max Guard, they do get the double. Okay, so this gets more interesting. I really hope they KO. Actually, it doesn't matter who they KO. Oh, wait, it does. Alright, well, so this is the same as if they hadn't missed, except Goodra has more damage on it, I guess. So, and actually, I get 1 less turn as Trick Room, which is kind of annoying. Let's see what they go for. Draco Meteor again. They do connect this time into Incineroar. So Incineroar goes down. Trick Room is now over. It's over. So I have a couple ways that I could win this. I don't think that Conkeldurr's Mach Punch will one-shot me. It's not boosted either, because I double max guarded with their Dynamax. You know what? I have faith in Savali. I don't need to Gauck. I don't think Conkeldurr's Mach Punch will one-shot me. Their Reflect is gone, yeah, so now I get to do my favorite thing, which is Kaboom. Wait, we know they're... No, that wasn't this match. That was Fire Punch Conk. Alright, so let's see. Savali comes in. Mach Punch could one-shot me, but I'm going to go ahead and call that it doesn't. If it does, I probably just lose. They also have to call the Ally Switch correctly. In this situation, I feel like the Ally Switch is so obvious. But I'm going to go for it anyway. It's a tilting move, and I like to tilt people. So let's see. I think this is not optimal, so if you're trying to win, this is not the best play you could make. But it's okay. They go for Mach Punch into Dusclops. Unfortunately, it doesn't work, and now Savali gets to go boom. Thank you for playing! Goodbye. Kaboom Savali wins the game. And that's it. Yeah, I don't think the Draco mismattered very much in the end. Yeah, I don't think it mattered really at all. You know what? Let's keep playing. It's been 2 battles. I normally only do 2 battles, but I feel like there's more this team could do. So I'd like to show it off. We are dropping in the ranks. Rising in the ranks? My ranking is dropping, but my standing is... I want to show off the... Ooh, this is a very similar team to Alberto's team. Well, actually it's not. It only has 3 of the same Pokemon, and Incineroar of Arcanine. Let's go ahead and do some Solosis in the... Solosis is really bad against Ghost types. Are they really gonna bring a Ghost type? No, guys, no, they're not gonna bring a Ghost type. Okay, and if they do, what do I do? Oh, I have a Scavalier? Scavalier isn't really a counter. I'm gonna try Incineroar, Solosis, Savali in the back, or Dusclops? Like, Dusclops is kind of good in the back here. Savali's good against, I'm gonna bring Dusclops. I'm gonna bring Dusclops. gonna bring Dusclops here. Incineroar is a bit of a problem, so I'm hoping I can get my Endeavor stuff off. Yeah, we'll have to see. If they let, like, Hydreigon and Incineroar, or Mimikyu plus anything, I think I led the wrong Pokemon. If they lead pretty much anything except for Togekiss to Hydreigon, I'd probably lose. And that's what Pokemon's all about. Because they're going to lead Togekiss Hydreigon! Or Togekiss... yeah, I think I'm in trouble. They're not going to double my Solosis. They could double my Solosis. Machamp and Hydreigon. You know what? Not the worst thing I've ever seen. You know what? Machamp gets priority moves. That's not the best thing I've ever seen. Well, I have two options here. Neither of them are great, I'll be completely honest. I'm going to fake out the Machamp and Trick Room. I think, realistically, they're going to Dynamax Hydreigon, which is why I'm not bothering to fake it out. If they Dynamax Machamp and double into Solosis, honestly, hats off to them, because... Did they leave these two just because they looked good with together when they're shiny? Because that's actually extremely high level. Gigantamax Machamp is not legal yet. They really did. They led the two green Pokemon. They said, we're a mean green fighting machine. I like how small Solosis is. Like, the idea of, like, the Pokemon on the field, which is, like, Machamp, who's, like, this... Wait, Machamp only has 4 arms? I thought it had 6. Maybe I'm thinking of Kimimaro. How many arms does he have? 8? 6? I don't know. Like, Hydreigon is, like, this, like, Eldritch monstrosity. You know what? I've seen those go worse for me. I've seen those go better for me. I've seen these go worse for me. They're gonna Dynamax Hydreigon. Alright, I've baited out their Dynamax, guys. That's an excellent start. You think they're gonna go for Earth Power, or you think they're gonna go for, different move? Dark Pulse. Probably Dark Pulse, right? Now, we get some Crush chip on this instant. This chip is definitely Crush. Big damage. We find out that they are not Rocky Helmet. Darkness comes out. Solosis is in position. Solosis is in position. Trick Room is up. Hold on, chat. Hold on. Everyone calm down. Everyone calm down. This is the perfect start. What do they lead? Machamp. Alright, this is good. This is good. This is good. It's Life over Hydreigon. So Solosis actually is doing a lot of good chip here to Hydreigon. Now, I don't think there's any way they fake out Incineroar. I feel like they 100% fake out Solosis here. People aren't going to protect on this thing. Expect protect on this thing, excuse me. So I'm just going to do this and Parting Shot. Let's hit him with the hard Parting Shot. I don't think they're going to Max Darkness my... I almost said Snom, but it's not that. It's Solosis. So, Protect comes out. This is the second turn of their Dynamax. They go for Fake Out into... Yep, called it. Okay, so now I get to Parting Shot into the Hydreigon. This is why you're in Weakness Policy Parting Shot, people. I think I have to go Scavalier, even though I think it's very likely I could hit with the Dragon move and lower my attack stat. Or a Ground move. A Ground move would be fine, actually. But I'm gonna go with Scavalier here. And I hope that this isn't anything too bad. Wormwind. Okay, that's kind of bad. Now, here's where things get interesting, because I actually have a couple options left, so I think I'm not going to go for the Fell Stinger thing this time. I think it's actually in my best interest, instead, to just try and KO Incineroar, because I don't think I'm sure they'll have a Berry on Incineroar, so it's really not worth my time. So I'm just going to Dynamax Quake and Endeavor both into Incineroar. Now, there's a very good chance that, Hydreigon is a fire move, but with the Assault Vest and with this Max Quake special defense boost, I think I can survive. And then next turn, I'm really threatening to Hydreigon. And I still do have my Weakness Policy Incineroar at full health and my Dusclops in the back who can proc it, which is, of course, not as good if you're not Dynamaxed, but it's still, like, nothing to scoff at. And unless Incineroar protects itself, it should almost certainly go down here to Endeavor plus... Oh my god. Alright, Endeavor comes out. They weren't expecting this. Solosis is my Incineroar counter. They are at the berry, so that makes sense. Let's see if it's Citrus. It's probably like... Yep, it's... Can we talk about how I called the berry? Like, there are 5 possible berries that could have been, and I called it. This is why I'm world champion. Alright, so Solosis is a special defense boost. I think that's really going to help it in the coming turns. I only have... I think Escavalier will like, undynamax as Trickermans. That was their last turn of Dynamax as well, so now I can just blow up Hydreigon if I want. Machamp comes in. I think I want to scout at this thing as Bullet Punch. I think that's in my best interest right now, and I'm not really worried about... I'm not especially worried about, like, doing anything to Escavalier. So I'm going to Protect here. It's probably got some kind of Fire-Ready move. It also gets Faint, but, like, I don't want to switch. I could switch. But I don't think I should. I think I should force them. I think I should keep them honest. I'm going to protect a Max Flutterby here. I think their best play is to switch Hydreigon at. Yeah, let's see if they go into. Togekiss comes in, alright. So that's not great. We do drop Togekiss' special attack. Let's see what they have. Because now, how do I win this? I do have to be pretty concerned about Trick Room in the end. Bullet Punch comes out. I was correct on that front. I'm going to Flutterby here. I think I definitely need to get Trigger back up. It doesn't do very much damage, but that special defense drop could be big. It depends a lot on if this is crit Togekiss with a fire move. Because right now, my special defense boosted Escavalier is looking really scary. I'm not going to stay in here and let them just smack me, so instead I'm going to switch to Dusclops for the last turn of my Trick Room, and I'm going to hit them with... I think Steel Spike probably makes sense here. Just try and get damage on the Togekiss. It's probably Assault Vest Machamp. I don't think -1 Steel Spike will KO Togekiss, which is good because then we don't let Escavalier come back in. Or Hydreigon come back in, which to stop Dusclops from setting Trick Room. And even if they do, I can play the Ally Switch game. Or, you know, I can Fell Stinger a couple times, switch to Incineroar. Like, Escavalier becomes extremely bulky after some boosts, even out of my Dynamax form. So, the thing that I'm the most concerned about, honestly, is Dynamic Punch confusing my Escavalier. Switching to Dusclops, let's find out the items. I hope it's not Weakness Policy Togekiss. Assault Vest Machamp as I expected, and it is a Weakness Policy Togekiss. Switches out, again, that's a good move, I respect it. Into Hydreigon, the once well-trained. Now this is still good for me though, because in this situation... Oh, I just realized I can do something very interesting. I can do some... Oh, they didn't Bullet Punch. Okay, this person's really good, actually. This isn't like your regular level of ladder play. This person's really good. I'm actually really grateful they switched Togekiss out because I was definitely about to smack that thing. Dynamic Punch comes out. Now, it doesn't do that much damage, but it's not about the damage here. It's about the message. And the message is, I could get confused. And this would be a really bad time to get confused because if I don't get confused, I'm going to be able to do a really cool play here. So they're forced to Dark Pulse me into my Dusclops. So I'm going to Ally Switch, and I'm going to Fell Stinger into Hydreigon. And if I get the KO, I can probably win with Weakness Policy Incineroar, actually, now that I think about it. Solosis is really low. If I get rid of this Machamp, I'm going to be in good shape. Be in really good shape, but it's easier said than done, unfortunately. But I think as long as I don't get confused this turn, I should be able to win. The thing is, I'm probably going to take a Dark Pulse, which means also I'm dealing with flinch chances, which is not super fun. Oh, I just had an enormous brain play. Nah, but it's a couple turns down the line. Man, I really like the shiny synergy here between Machamp and Hydreigon. I like that Dusclops blinks during Ally Switch. It's like he knows that it's wrong. Dark Pulse comes out into Escavalier. For a second, I thought they called it. 110 down to 70, does 40 damage. Knockoff comes out as well. I didn't know Machamp learned Knockoff. There goes my Assault Vest. Let's see if I get confused. I almost said paralyzed. That's really bad. That's really bad. I'm going to Fell Stinger again into Hydreigon. This time I'm going to switch to... Wait, if I switch to Incineroar, do I lose? Because I really don't want to take a knockoff here, right? I don't think I can take a... I could also sack both? No, I can't do that. Wait, what do I do? That confusion was extremely bad. I need to hope that I can take a Dark Pulse plus a knockoff. The Ally Switch Gambit worked! I don't believe it. I actually don't believe it. I'm going to take a knockoff, which is, you know, very bad, don't get me wrong. But we're now in position. We are in position to win this game. I got my Trick Room up again. I made the Ally Switch Gambit. I now get to go into Incineroar, and how much do we think +2 Flare Blitz does to Machamp? Flare Blitz. Oh my god. Extremely KOs. Machamp does not take +2 Flare Blitz very well at all. So we're going to go for it, everybody. We're going to go for the Flare Blitz and Bulldoze Gamble. Now, depending on how slow this Machamp is, it could be a problem. Let's see whose base speed is lower. Incineroar is actually 5 base points faster than Machamp. So if this Machamp is max or minimum speed, or my Incineroar is not minimum speed, which is actually a pretty good chance in this instance, I will lose. And that would be sad, and I don't want that to happen. So let's see. Can Weakness Policy Incineroar and no item Dusclops pull out this win? Despite the confusion, hacks on my Escavalier. Machamp switches. Oh no! Did they protect Hydreigon? They called my bluff. I don't believe it. If they go for like Earth Power into Incineroar here, even if I KO, well, I am defense boosted. This isn't over. All right, I'm gonna KO Togekiss with Incineroar, which is not, I think, a sentence I was expecting to say when I woke up this morning, but here we are. Flare Blitz comes out. That was a very risky switch, in my opinion. Togekiss just drops. I think Hydreigon is in Life Orb range. The only question is, who did it target? Dark Pulse. That's into Dusclops. Dusclops is going to go down here, but not without leaving a parting gift. And the gift is death. Goodbye, Hydreigon. Thank you for... Okay, I was scared for a second. I always talk smack before I actually, like, confirm. So let's go into Solosis. And now, Machamp is up against a wall, right? Ignore Solosis, you get Endeavored. Actually, Machamp's not up against a wall at all. All they have to do is KO Incineroar. If they KO Incineroar, then they win with Bullet Punch. But how do you KO Incineroar when you're staring down the most threatening Pokemon in existence? Endeavor Solosis. There's no point doing anything else. Like, protecting, like, if they were to attack into Solosis, I would win anyway, so I shouldn't protect. I hate seeing Incineroar's tail. So dumb. The whole thing is so dumb. Fire Garfield. This is it. Solosis and Incineroar. 1 HP Solosis against Bullet Punch Machamp, and Incineroar, a Pokemon not known for having a great Machamp matchup. I just realized I have won this almost guaranteed, unless it's like... Wait, no, a guaranteed, because I bulldozed my Incineroar to drop its speed to ensure that even if it's min-speed Machamp, I'm still slower than it. Endeavor comes out. Solosis brings Machamp to 1 hit point, and Incineroar KOs it with Flare Blitz, taking 1 point of recoil in the process. Actually, let's confirm that I take recoil. I think I do. Oh, wait, maybe not. Wait, I didn't see. Well, you guys can check. And Solosis picks up another W. That one was a bit more convincing, despite the flinch. Feel good about that one. Endeavor kind of doing work. Let's do one more. Let's do one more. I know it's a long video. I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood to do one more. I don't want anyone saying, like, you know, I'll show, like, I'll do it. I do everything in one take, so I feel like people don't, like, feel like I'm just fishing for wins or anything. Sometimes I do fish for wins when I have really bad stuff, but I think, like, oh, Lord. Alright. Number 5577 in the world. Dusk. Ah, they got Leafeon. What am I going to do about this? So here's a fun fact about... Okay, 2 fun facts about my team, and neither of them are especially fun. The first one is actually fun. The second one is really bad. What do I do here? So Solosis and Escavalier both have Overcoat, which is funny. I think I do this. I don't know how I'm going to beat this Torkoal, though. Wait, this might be time. This might be time. Hold up, everybody. I think this is time. I know it's no Solosis, but... They're going to lead Incineroar, though, right? So what do? I know what to do. They might not lead Incineroar. It's not a guarantee, in my opinion. There's a secret mode with this team that I haven't shown off yet. I think because they have Incineroar, it's not going to work. I would need them to leave something like very few things actually it works against that they could lead. Like Leafy on Venusaur. Torkoal Venusaur is something that it does in theory work against, so... I have two options here. They're both not great. But you know what? You gotta spend money to make money, people. Listen, is it a good play? No. Is it the wrong play? 100%. But is it so hilarious that I'm gonna do it anyway? It's funny if it works, and it's also funny if they protect with both, which is the obvious play. They stay in with Venusaur. I'm gonna Frisk. Wide Lens and Safety Goggles. That's a bad start. Let's see if they double protect. Yeah, okay, this is exactly what I was looking for, actually. To you, it might look like a bad play. Like a bad turn one. But to me, it looks like an amazing, amazing, gigantic brain play. Because even though I've sacked Silvally, I've ensured that I got the position I wanted up on the field. You know? You gotta think about not just what's in front of you guys, but also, like, you know, the overall momentum. So I'm feeling really good about that turn one. Well, Safety Goggles Torkoal. And Wide Lens Venusaur. Listen, there is a time and a place for everything. Right now, it's my time to win the game. That was a really bad turn one. That was a really good turn one. That's exactly what I wanted. You know what, like, the big brain play was? I should have read the double protect. I should have switched out of Silvally, parting shot on my Dusclops, and switched back into Silvally, and then got put to sleep. But no, this is a great positioning. This is really, I feel really good about this. They could have Weather Ball and turn me to Dust. Let's see if they Dynamax Torkoal as well. That's the next question I have. If they don't Dynamax Torkoal, I think we have a shot at this. Sleep Powder comes out. They don't know about Overcoat. I was honestly really banking on that. Nightshade comes out. That puts Torkoal in max Quake range, and it's not mid-speed Torkoal. But Escavalier's so bulky. Well, it's not mid-speed Torkoal for some reason, but it's very close to mid-speed because it's slower than Dusclops. But we get a special defense boost off. We KO Torkoal, who's a big threat to the team. And the special defense boost is going to help immensely. I'm going to be honest. That's a big boost. We are big boosted out of our mind here. And I still have Ally Switch at my disposal. So, it's not that terrible. It's not that great. There should be Incineroar, probably. It is Incineroar. Okay, how do I win this? Because they're going to Ally Switch and Flare Blitz this turn. Or they're going to Sleep Powder and Flare Blitz. Okay, how do I win this? I think I actually have to switch a Escavalier out. Right? I think I switch a Escavalier into Incineroar. Knowingly take a Sleep Powder and then just try and stall for time. Yeah. First of all, they can miss Sleep Powder. Second of all, I hope they miss Sleep Powder. Second of all, they can predict the Ally Switch, and I don't really know. But I definitely have to switch a Escavalier out here. And then I have to go for Bulldoze stuff. They haven't Dynamax yet, and I just realized that's a huge problem for me. That's a very large problem for me. Yeah, it's looking kind of bleak. I'm switching out. If I can win this one, I am a legend. Alright, it doesn't KO. It's bad news. There should be Dynamax Incineroar. Dynamax Venusaur. Whoa. Dynamax Venusaur. Wait a second. If this is Venusaur, it's Incineroar. They knew. They knew about the secret tech to Dynamax your Incineroar. So I wonder if they're going for Max Flare here. There should be Sleep Powder if I had to guess. They do not miss, which is unfortunate for show. Faux show. The fact that they Dynamax Incineroar gives me hope, though. Flare comes out. Does a lot of damage, but again, this is not over yet. I still have special defense boost in play. I'm hitting with the old tricky room. and hard switch to Escavalier. With weakness policy on Incineroar, like, I feel like I could do this. I really do believe I can do this. I'm gonna probably need a one-turn sleep, though. Stupid wide lens Venusaur. How do I do this? It's possible. I probably need to wake up this turn if I want to win. Otherwise, I don't think it's looking very good. Yeah. I'm trying to think. If I don't get this to wake up this turn, it's going to be, I think, pretty close to impossible. Like, if I get Trick Room up, I can KO their Incineroar with my Venusaur, and I can chomp, or I can, yeah, their Venusaur with my Incineroar, excuse me. Sleep Better again. Doesn't work on Overcoat. This probably means they're Max Darknessing, or maybe they just covered it with a double up. Max Knuckle. Oh, wait a second. That's good. That's good. That's good. Let's see if I wake. If I wake up this turn, I think we could be schmovin'. Plus attack Venusaur. It's actually just back to neutral. I get the Trick Room up. Hold up, everybody. Hold up. Wait a second. I think Dusclops takes Max Darkness. I'm gonna say it. I'm going to Nightshade and Ironhead both into the Venusaur. If they protect, it's bad, of course, but I don't think they want to protect here. They could. They definitely could. I have Knockoff at my disposal as well. The problem is they do have a Pokemon in the back, which is not great for me. But I'm going to worry about that when I get to it. I've almost all the Dynamax. They're going to lose a Escavalier or take a ton of damage on Dusclops this turn. In theory, I could do both. They don't protect. Iron comes out. I need this to do like 70. It looks like it's going to be just short. However, this could actually be the setup I need in hindsight. This is probably not going to KO. Leaves it just short. I need the flinch here. Flare comes out. Let's see what it's into. It's into a Escavalier. Okay, that's quite bad. That's extremely bad. Unless I flinch. If I flinch, I'm going to say we have a chance at this. Hold up. Okay. Ah, the sun faded. That's very bad. Because this kind of looks like Dynamax Incineroar to me. Wait a second. I know what they're going to do this turn. They're going to switch their Incineroar out and eat Hot Chip and also lie. They're definitely going to switch Incineroar out here and protect their Venusaur. So this is the turn I have to go for game. This is the turn I have to go for game, everybody. I'm going to call that it's weakness policy Incineroar and they want to switch out here. Because they're intimidated. And who do they go into? Dusclops or Rhyperior or somebody else? That's probably not weakness policy Incineroar with Rhyperior, right? So I'm going to say it might be Dusclops in the back. I'm going to Bulldoze. Let me make sure I click the right move. I'm going to Bulldoze here. It will KO Venusaur. And I'm going to Throat Chop into Incineroar. I think the obvious play is, like, Fake Out into Incineroar and, oh, unless they Parting Shot. They wouldn't, no. I think they want to Hard Switch out here. They definitely want to get intimidated off the field without losing Venusaur. I think they're going to Hard Switch. And if they have Max Knuckle... Oh, maybe they're Assault Vest and don't have Recovery. Maybe they're Assault Vest and Incineroar and lack Recovery. The crucial recovery function on a team. They hard switch out Incineroar as I predicted. Let's see if it's Dusclops. I think that is Rhyperior. That's not amazing. I KO Venusaur with Bulldoze Dusclops. But unfortunately, I do proc the weakness policy on Rhyperior if they have it. They do not have it. Okay, no weakness policy. Hold up a second. Alright, I need this to do, like, a ton of damage. That's not a ton. That's, like, babby damage. They might not have Fake Out, actually. Now that I think about it, it might be weakness policy, no Fake Out. This isn't over. I don't see how I'm going to beat Rhyperior in this situation. Even with my Dynamax Incineroar, that's partially why I was hoping to save Escavalier. Yeah, because Nightshade's not going to do enough damage. I'm going to Nightshade into Rhyperior and, I guess, Throat Chop. I don't have a better move. I don't have Protect. Yeah, it depends a lot on how this Rhyperior is trained. And if Incineroar has Fake Out. They do go for Fake Out. Okay, so I'm going to need a Miss. The thing is, there's no Rock moves that are accurate. Oh, Lord. Dusclops avoids, but Incineroar gets hit, and that's going to be the game. Unfortunately, I can't take a hit from that. Rhyperior. I'm actually really surprised that that was... Oh, it's Life Orb. If I had Protect, I think we could have won this, depending on how much Nightshade does. Okay, no, maybe not. All right, it was close. I'm really proud. I'm proud of how close I brought this, given the turn 1 play. So there you go. I played until I lost. I'm going to bulldoze here. I don't understand why... I feel like Dusclops should still be faster than Rhyperior. Maybe I just have things confused. Maybe I'm using the wrong Dusclops. They go for Rock Slide. They do connect. So let's see if Dusclops can get 2 bulldoze kills in 1 match, because I think that would be very funny. No! Alright, I hope I don't flinch, because I really want to know if it's Weakness Policy Incineroar. Okay, cool. Okay, so we get to find out if it's Weakness Policy Incineroar. Let's see. Does the Weakness Policy activate? I feel like it's gonna. I feel like it's gonna. Ah, I knew it! Oh, it's so funny. And Lariat comes out and okay, well played. Hey, I have to give props to another Weakness Policy Incineroar friend. So that's it. Well, in order to beat Solosis, you need to have Torkoal, Venusaur, Weakness Policy Incineroar, Life Orb Rhyperior. That's so funny. I'm glad I activated the Weakness Policy. I think we had a chance in that game. I think given how bad the turn 1 went, because I was just memeing. There were better moves I could have done. You know what the best move would have been, given their turn 1 play, is Savali Parting Shot into Incineroar, switch out, Incineroar Parting Shot into Dusclops, who switched in, back into Savali. Still not great. Yeah, but that was a great battle. Like, when Escavalier took, like, 55 from Heatwave, I was like, wait a second. What's going on here? Yeah, an explosion explosion for no reason is so funny. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next video. Goodbye.